Well, I think my hip started going downhill from like last September. It had a major flare up and then it started going really bad. Before that, I could walk, I could still hike, I could cycle to work. And I'm not quite sure what happened between August and September, but after that, everything stiffened up. And pretty much the next like a month or so, I've stopped cycling. So I could no longer cycle to work, which I really liked. So I had to drive and get stuck in traffic. I couldn't sail because I can't get across from one side of the boat to the other. I couldn't walk more than 100 meters because I had to stop every few meters because I just couldn't walk. Going uphill was a nightmare, still a nightmare, but I think that's going to remain a nightmare because I have spurs.
The
Well, it's just a
impingement.
spurs that's there, yeah. So it really just blocks my movements. So it got really bad, and I think I saw your advertisement because I was searching on the internet to try and get some help. I went for two physios. I was with the NHS physio for a few years before this. It didn't help, and then in September I went for physio again, and that went for about 4 months, and then she discharged me because she said that there's nothing they could do to help me. So she referred me to the surgeon, and in the meantime I had another private physio. He didn't say anything about an anterior tilt. He did say that my muscles were very, very stiff, but there's not much that he could do to help me. So in the meantime I got referred to the orthopedic surgeon. Finally got to see the surgeon. He thought I was too young for a hip replacement, but he thinks that I would need a hip replacement. But just the thought of having the surgery really puts me off. And then I had an MRI scan done to make sure that I have no labral tears. So it was all clear. And he just told me there's nothing else that he could do for me apart from going for a hip replacement. And then in the meantime, I started searching for stuff and I came across you. And I thought you just said exactly what I was experiencing. So I thought I got to give myself a try. I give myself a chance to try it. So
Yeah.
here I am, and it's now is much better. I'm not 100%, nowhere near, but I can cycle to work, and I've been cycling to work. So I started with the nearer hospital where I work, and recently I've cycled to the one that's much further away, about 7 to 8 miles away, and that's one way. So yeah, I cycled there and back, and yeah, I'm really pleased myself because I can cycle to work again.
Yeah, tell me
Yeah.
more. What else has changed?
I can get up the stairs. So before that, I've had times when I was using a walking stick to go up the stairs, or just basically goes on my hands and knees just to climb up the stairs because it was really painful. Now most days I can walk up. Today I tried and I actually walk up normally, so I'm really pleased myself. I think I've not actually tried that so much because I was just scared of how it was before, so I didn't actually have much confidence in my head. What else has changed? I can sleep better. I think about a few months before I started your program, I've been having really bad sleep. So I've not actually had good sleep actually since last September until I started the program. And I thought it was getting worse, and it was actually affecting my mental health. So I was getting very snappy, just angry all the time because I've not had any sleep. Yeah, and now I actually have good night's sleep. I still have the days that I overdone things, I still have pain and I still can't sleep. But if I know how to pace myself and I know how to release my tension, it's a lot better. And I can put on my socks, which is brilliant. I know it doesn't seem much, but I have almost had my husband to try and put on my socks for me because I couldn't bend down. And yeah, now I can put on my socks. It's good. And I can put my trousers on.
Wow.
Yeah, I
So,
can put my trousers on as well
what
properly.
did you say?
I can put my trousers on properly. trying to lift my leg.
Talk about that mental side. How do you feel now? You mentioned like you were getting snappy, you were tired, all that
Yeah.
before we started. So where are you mentally right now?
Right now, I think because I've had more sleep, I'm probably less snappy. I hope I can actually function better at work. Well, I'm still perimenopausal, so I'm still like a bitch sometimes. But yeah, but I think I am better.
Yeah.
Yeah, more stable. Before that, I could feel that I'm kind of my mood's actually going downhill. So I felt like one of the ladies said in the class is, you look at other people and they're walking, and I just feel so envious. And it's like, how come they have no problems? How did they manage to walk? And I can't walk. But yeah.
Yeah. Um, but now you can walk better than you did. Like those are the important
Yes.
things to recognize, not to necessarily compare to someone else. And I know we do it automatically, but try to remember that this is your journey. This is everybody deals with something. Who knows what they are dealing with, you know? They might
Mm,
have something else that they are dealing with, but you're focusing on your journey. You're making progress. You have improved a lot within such a short time. You
yes.
know, 12 weeks is, well, now it's 10. It's
Mhm.
still, in considering where you came from, it's very, very different. And if you think about your PT experiences, how much progress you think you had with the physio there?
The physio there, I had no progress because that I don't think they've given me exercises, so the usual clam exercises and bridges, but they didn't actually tell me what's actually happening to my hips, to my body. So I don't actually understand any of it. I just think that I'm strengthening my muscles. Yeah. And the way that you've taught us is slightly different. So little tweaks that you could see and we do, just little tweaks, it makes so much difference. Whereas when I was doing the PT, even though they were there with me face to face, they didn't get me to do any adjustments at all. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't think I've had any improvements at all the 6 months of well 4 6 months of physiotherapy that I had. So yeah, so I'm really happy because this one I can actually see improvements and I can actually feel it, actually start living my life again.
I'm so happy for you, Chinny. You kind of already talked about what was the difference, but when you reached out to me and we had our first session, like the assessment part, what were you thinking about that? And what made you decide that, okay, I'm just gonna take my chance? Because I remember you had to think about it a little bit.
For what helped me to move forward, I'll talk about why I was a bit reserved because I've never had any PT that's done online. So I was a bit skeptical. I was thinking, can Marit really help me? And then I was thinking, and then after that, I was thinking, I've tried physiotherapy already, hands on, face to face, and nothing's helped. At that time, I was waiting to go and see the surgeons. And I think I really do not want a hip replacement at my age. And I think my life is going downhill. So I think I do owe myself to give it a try. And I think there was one of your ex clients. I saw her testimonial and I thought, it sounded just exactly what I went through. So I thought I'll give it a try. I'm really
I'm
glad I
not,
did.
but what has been the most helpful thing that we've been offering inside the Hip Revive method? What has helped you the most?
For me, it's that you've explained what's actually happening to our body. Nobody's mentioned to me that I had an anterior tilt and how my hips was actually being compromised by how I stand. So now I've got more of an awareness of how I stand affects me. It still takes time to try and stand properly, but at least I know how it's actually affecting me. So I think knowing the physiology of it, and you mentioned which muscles are the one that's actually holding it together and stuff that helped me. Another thing that really helps me is all the release exercises that because I was so stiff. So knowing what I can do when I've really stiffened up, that really helps. I think you should invest in yourself because you only have one hip. If you can't do the things that you like, it's really no point. Just keep plodding on, not knowing actually what's going to help you. So I think you do owe it to yourself.